A forgotten artifact lies in pieces on a planet far from Earth. Few know it exists except those who took it back and those whose ancestors created it. 4 young people are thrown into a race against emissaries of the gods to find its pieces. Mistrust, greed, and magic are tangled in an endless web. What will the fate be of the universe once it is found and reassembled? Get Scepter of the Gods, The Rod of Truth now on Amazon, and get wrapped up in the saga that will not let you go.
Good morning and welcome to the Motivational Devotional, where we are merging motivation and spirituality to create a daily dose of confident positivity. I hope that this morning's podcast will help you to be more spiritually and positively motivated so that you can transform your day. Good morning, I'm Mark the Writer, and I want to thank you for joining me today as we continue our series, 50 Ways to Love Your Soul. I hope you've been able to follow along with the series and are finding it helpful in getting your new year going in the direction of your lifelong goals. If you know anyone who could use some encouragement in setting goals, then please share this podcast or the blog version from motivational-devotional.com. Do you yoga? Do you practice it, like as part of a daily routine or semi-regular routine? I think it's hard for most people to have a set routine every single day, and I think that something like yoga is tough for a lot of people because when you start doing it, it is no fun at all. No, not at all. It hurts. If your muscles have gotten used to not stretching, then any yoga position is going to cause them to complain to management right away. Your muscles will file complaint after complaint, making a huge stink about the injustices this yoga thing is doing to them until either you stop the yoga and just go get another cup of coffee, or you keep at it until your muscles shut up. I've done something similar to the first one more times than I care to admit. Stretching out stiff muscles that have become used to sitting at a desk or just walking casually is painful. It hurts. So it pops up on my calendar reminders, and it's easy to just think, I'll do it tomorrow. It's only a day. What's a day going to matter? One day won't matter much at all. But the days before that day all add up to something that does matter. The thing that does run through my brain that flips my go ahead and do the yoga switch is the memory of all the people I've seen in care centers who are there because they lost their mobility. That doesn't happen all in one day, unless a person was in a serious accident. It happens little by little over an extended period of time. Mobility requires flexibility, and flexibility is maintained by stretching, and a great way to do the stretching is with yoga. To put it bluntly, a great way to stay out of a nursing home is to do the yoga. And so, I do the yoga. I have a sequence that I go through that I learned a long time ago, which is my go-to. I also have some videos of more aggressive so-called yoga workouts that are truly intense. You can also find yoga instruction just about anywhere like YouTube, social media, Amazon, Apple, and on paid subscription apps. Some are geared to beef up muscles, some are geared to make you flexible, some are geared for just the spirituality. This isn't a yoga podcast, so I won't get into specifics, but my focus when I do yoga is that the flexibility increases blood flow and relieves tension, which allows spiritual energy to flow more easily through the soul as well as the body. I also do the yoga because it keeps me from getting cramps when I work out. Each yoga position specifically has a spiritual purpose behind it. To me, that's reason enough to do it. But it's not just about doing it and getting it done. I've found that if I really love and appreciate who I am, then I love and appreciate whatever helps to make me who I am. Yoga helps me get in touch with that, and so I love yoga. So, sure, I do hate the pain, and that still makes me want to not do yoga. The alternative not doing it and the love for what it does for me gets me over it. I do love it. I love how tense muscles feel when they are more relaxed. I love how my mind is when I have done yoga and then meditated. Like with anything, change is hard. It's hard because it's different. If yoga is new to you, give it some time, and I feel that it will help you also learn to love it for what it will do for you. Love some yoga. It will love you back. And as you're working on it, remember that all of creation is conspiring in your favor. Trust that the universe, always has your back. Joe Rogan said, "As a longtime practitioner of yoga and a person who's been involved in physical fitness my whole life, I can tell you, yoga helps you achieve altered states of consciousness. It is not just stretching. The only way you can say that is stretching is if you haven't done it, or that you haven't done it rigorously for a long period of time." Thank you for taking the time to listen today. Please help keep this podcast going by following the Motivational Devotional Facebook page, following @Threefold Way Radio on Twitter, and sharing the written format of today's message from motivational-devotional.com on your social media. I am deeply grateful for your support, and thank you for letting Motivational Devotional be part of your journey. Peace out. See you tomorrow.
Motivational Devotional is a production of Threefold Way Radio, LLC.